Yes, yes, yes. It is done and settled. Done and settled. Look, you might be thinking, we didn't win and we are celebrating a draw. Dear friend, this 4-goal thriller, 8 goals thriller, it's not just an ordinary match. It is not just an ordinary match. You watch the game. If you have not watched it fully, go back and keep watching. In fact, I have the extended how do you call it, version, which you'll be watching after now. Dear friend, it was a classic game. When was the last time you watched a Chelsea match? Or in general, Premier League game, that was so classic. When was it? Tell me, this season, which game can you compare to the game you just watched now? This season. Last season, which game can you really pinpoint and say, oh, this game or that? This is a classical game. Chelsea, we are getting there. European champions, Manchester City. Premier League champions, Manchester City. And we are able to match them. This game, Chelsea, we could have won. We could have won easily because we were almost there. We were almost there. Dear friend, listen. Chelsea, we were almost there. But for the sake of, I don't know. Listen, my excitement right now, we have so much to talk about. Let me quickly start with what Coach Guardiola has said. This is what Pep himself, after the match, this is what he said. Listen to me. He said, you control the middle, so you control the game. But they have these guys, Gallagher, Casado, Enzo, Kopama, and Sterling come inside again. They are really good teams, so there is no doubt. Liverpool couldn't win. They were much, much better than Arsenal. And in the end, Arsenal drew. So you know, it's Chelsea. They won't go away. Pep Guardiola, he says that they are Chelsea, so they do what? They won't go away. They are Chelsea. They won't go away. Yes, we are Chelsea. We will never go out, even though we are now rebuilding. All our players are young. They are talented. We don't have a mainstream striker that you can talk about, top-notch striker, but we are scoring goals. Against Tottenham, we scored 4. Against Manchester City, we scored 4. 2 games, 8 goals. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, my friend? Newcastle, come on. I said it before the game. Listen, you hear the names he mentioned here. He mentioned Enzo. He mentioned Casado. He mentioned Gallagher. If you could remember my last episode, my last video before the game started, I said it, that this game will be won from the midfield. You can tell me in the comment section if you watched the previous video. I made it very clear this game will come from the midfield and all will depend on Casado and Enzo. I said it clearly, I think 2 of my last 2 videos. Enzo and Casado. And I said if this game will be won, then Casado must be on top of the game. Look at what Guardiola has said. He said, you control the middle. You control them. I have become like a football analyst, you know. I am now a professional analyst. I read the game. I knew that if we can win this game, we must control the midfield and cut the supply to Doku. Supply from Doku to Haaland. And if you watch, throughout the first half, Doku was missing. Doku was missing totally in the first half. Second half, he came back a little bit, you know, but Doku was actually missing in the game. Haaland, the few supply that went to him, he was able to deliver for them. But the truth of the matter is that, I want to tell you again, Guardiola says something. You control the middle, you control the game. But they have these guys, Gallagher, Casado, Enzo, and Co. And Sterling come inside. They are really good team. So there is no doubt. Liverpool couldn't win. Liverpool couldn't win them. They were much, much better than Arsenal. And in the end, Arsenal drew. So you know what? It's Chelsea. They won't go away. We ain't going anywhere, man. Listen, I have for you our coach post-match reaction. Chelsea's coach, Pochettino's post-match reaction, and Kopama, man of the match reaction. All here for you. Watch it to the end. I'll see you in the next one. Shalom and peace.
After to finish with this feeling that it was maybe to live for us, I think it was amazing. The players deserve the full credit. I'm so happy, so pleased for them. yes, keep going, and we need to use this experience to keep improving.
We've talked about experience, we've talked about character. I mean, that was there, it was so evident today once again, wasn't it?
Yes, it was amazing. I think the character and the personality from the team, that is why it made me very proud. We need to be pushing, keep working, there's a lot of work to do, that is the process, and that is the way that we want to build the team.
It was such an incredibly open game, decisions going both ways. I mean, as a coach, how difficult for you is it to manage that in game when there is so much going on?
I think normally I think we have the habit, to manage this type of situation. It's in the experience, and then you cannot forget that we were involved now. I think 12 or 10 years that from Southampton, Tottenham, and Chelsea, we know very well the Premier League and the emotion that on the pitch. That's why we love and so happy to be involved here again. But that is part of our duty, to control the emotion.
Speaking of emotions, the crowd were so happy to see Reece James for another 60 minutes. He's looking stronger than ever, isn't he?
Yes, of course. He's doing really well. He's step by step building his fitness. Yeah, so happy for him and happy for the team because he's a really important player for us.
So much character out there. I want to ask you about Cole Palmer to step up in stoppage time to score the penalty in that way. What does that say about his character, his strength?
Yes, 1 second. I want to say goodbye to Joe. Hello, Luis. Sí. Mucho, saludos a la familia. Chao.
And another leader's performance from that guy tonight.
Really good performance. So happy. I think the team was amazing in the way that performed. Yes, we need to keep improving, and it's in the way that we want to build the journey with you all, with Chelsea.
I was going to ask about Cole Palmer, the mentality, the strength, the character to step up and take that penalty.
He's still a young kid, but it's amazing what he's giving to the team. So happy for him and happy for the team because we need a player like him.
I need to ask you about the atmosphere as well because it was absolutely phenomenal at the Bridge tonight, wasn't it?
Yes, of course. Today was an amazing atmosphere, and thank you to the fans.
How are the nerves? How are you feeling after that?
Yeah, amazing game against former club. So good to see some new faces and stuff. Yeah, very good game.
I mean, it was one of those games, it went both ways. It was almost like an NBA game at times. It was end-to-end, wasn't it?
Yeah, very end-to-end. Loads of goals. Some unfortunate goals for us. But yeah, we did well to come back from behind. But yeah.
How important was the character? Because like you said, to come from behind in the way that you did and to show the quality, I mean, the character was evident tonight.
Yeah, we showed great character. Coming back from behind. And yeah, just need to try and build on this and keep pushing.
I want to ask you about the atmosphere because it was pretty special here at the Bridge tonight, wasn't it? How big a difference do the fans make on a night like this?
Yeah, the fans give us the extra yard, when we're tired and stuff. So yeah, wonderful tonight.
I have to ask about the penalty. What does it say about your nerve, your character to step up and keep your cool in that instance?
Yeah, it was a pressure penalty. I just tried to keep focused, pick my spot, and thankfully went in.
And emotionally, you mentioned obviously facing former team, close friends. What does that add to a night like this?
Yeah, it was always going to be special. I was excited before the game and stuff. So yeah, it was a very good game.
As I mentioned, an incredible week to win at Spurs, a performance like this against City. What does that do for momentum going into the international break and beyond?
Yeah, it gives us huge confidence. We were looking at to win. I think I had a chance when I went through.